Hey, traders. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're having a good one. Just wanted to go live for a few minutes, just talk about a few things, right? Not too much going on for Bitcoin this weekend, so it's selling off. Okay. And really, I mean, it's like 4 hour, not even that much data. Not that great. 60 minute, you got to zoom in if you want to see some sort of hopium going on, maybe. I saw Scott Carney tweeted about a Gartley or something on the 60 minute. I don't even know. I didn't even mess with that. Let me just do it real quick to see. I think it was his, yes. Wow, dude, that's Gartley. That's really Gartley. Wow. Scott Carney, you got yourself a bullish Gartley, kind of on the 60 minute at the pattern completion zone, bounce there. Also 1618 from the reciprocal ABCD, and on the lower, the smaller structure, you had the 113% retrace, the shark. So you have this like stupid level of confluence from different anchor points. That's crazy, man. And all right, so it's not just that; it's all those arguments just right there. X marks the spot. You also have bullish divergence on the MACD and RSI. What's so nice about it is like Scott Carney's bad action magna move confirmation on, at the pattern completion zone. And that'll just happen when you get oversold and then you barely get oversold again. And if it's at the PCZ, I mean, and then you had the bullish engulfing candle. So it's like one bottom, just kidding, a second bottom at that very critical $60,000 mark. That's the old neckline of the inverse head and shoulders that you broke out of right initially April 10th. So there are a lot of things, at least on a not so significant time scale, that are implying upside. We'll see how it goes, but that's a ridiculous argument. That's a really nice combination of variables that are saying up next, not down. But you got to understand that there's only the 60-minute chart, so it's not that I would prefer and love this happened on the 4 hour chart, but you just don't have that. But maybe what could happen, thinking out loud here, is kind of the 60-minute, all these, all the confluence, all the divergence, the confirmation stuff going on the 60-minute could usher in possibly 4 hour hidden bullish divergence development finally, right? I mean, like, maybe that 60-minute, you get the rally and you start losing that negative momentum, and eventually you start going neutral to positive on the histogram again, right? And I mean, I guess technically you could argue, like, maybe from your previous low, right? This low, you now have a higher low, slightly higher low, and you do have lower levels of relative strength on the RSI. Or lower levels of relative strength. Yeah, this is the RSI. Sorry, man. I'm like, I went out last night. I'm kind of dead. Kind of feel like death right now. So I had fun though, which is important. So, right? I mean, there could be an argument on the 4 hour if you begin to catch bids now in the 60 minutes, implying bids will be caught, right? And very visible reciprocal ABCD on the 4 hour, right? ABCD 1618. It can't go any deeper than 1618. It's like pretty much there. So. And even on the 4 hour, it's visible where you have one bottom, the reversal bottom, and possibly the confirmation bottom, right? I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of testing 60K once. Just kidding. Twice. 2 times, not once. So that's like kind of the argument today. We'll see how it goes. Altcoins, a lot have sold off today, not doing too well. Doge is down 18% right now. I mean, wow, dude, I'm so surprised about Doge being down finally, right? Dude, what's up, Ross, man? Let's go! Bruh. Thanks, Ross, man. Roll Tide.
Ross tipped $100. SKL used thanks Mitch RDR.
Hey man, it was just it looked fine. It looked good, right? I mean, it was like it made the low, then it made the double bottom higher low, right? And back tested all resistance as support. Yeah, man. And it's rallying. Yep, it's one of the few that are rallying today, right? NEO's up, SKL's up, Sia Coin's up. ETC is up, you know, and DOT's up. BNB's actually up a little bit, it's not much. Zcash is murderous. It's unreal, dude. It's incredible, dude. Zcash is just the straight line up, unstoppable, man. It will be interesting. It will be Herculean if it plays out. The 60-minute edge on Bitcoin, and maybe the 4-hour edge could be ushered in as well. So I don't know, man. I think like anything above 60K is amazing, right? Even if you fall below it, unfortunately, that's gonna suck, and you're probably gonna go to 58,000. But even if you sell off and you end up making a major pivot point there, and you go test the 200 moving average again, you're still making a much higher low than your previous discernible swing low, which I think is around 55,000. So, I mean, you know, bad things can happen to Bitcoin, continue to sell off, and it's still bullish, man. Bullish until you break this level down here, 55, 56K. All right. Okay, cool. So I guess we can go to Ethereum that you know, is fared as well as Bitcoin's down 1.3% today. 2,500 is not a joke, right? You up thrust and then you back test the up thrust. So confirmation, sell off again, and now you're just sitting sideways. And at any time, I mean, you know, like hidden bullish divergence argument's going to become real once you actually start losing the negative momentum, right? It looked like you were starting to get it, and then more selling on Bitcoin, and the negative momentum builds, and maybe, just maybe, if Bitcoin, our argument plays out 60-minute 4-hour, then Ethereum does the same thing. Hidden divergence, continuation implied. Then you break 2,500 finally, and then price discovery continues. I mean, you're in technically price discovery right now. So, right, nothing looking left at all, nothing close. So, I mean, you could almost say maybe it's flagging, but maybe 60 minutes showing us something, right? Wow, 60 minutes, incredible. 60 minutes like Class A bullish divergence. You sound check too. Make sure my decibel levels are good. Let me know, mods. Okay. Could be a confirmation level. One bottom, a second bottom. Depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin rallies, you know Ethereum's going up, and it'll probably outperform Bitcoin. It's been doing that. RSI, you don't have the luxury you had on Bitcoin, but you did get oversold. We're okay. Everyone copy? Oh yeah. Also, before we keep going, do need to show gratitude because we have a lot of new patrons that have joined. War Daddy, Tiger T, JT, Kenneth F, Deuce S, Wampa, Carl L. Thank you all for joining the Patreon. Also, Alex Stream, KP, Harold, Steve S, Tyler H. Thank you for all joining the Patreon. Please be sure to see the Patreon Discord if you're watching and you're new. You need to, you have to, all right? Also, almost like back to back, Cyberg, thank you so much for joining the Patreon, annual Patreon. That is tremendous. I really appreciate it, dude. And you're an asset to the community, and I appreciate it, man. Also, Ash K, thank you so much for joining the annual Patreon. Boom. Just this afternoon, both of y'all. Very, very grateful. So what are we at now? Brad, how many annual patrons do we have? Let me know.
Noise! Good Saturday, Mitch. Can you check a textbook bullish batting progress of Lina/US? Lina needs to drop to 0.1074. No data on the daily yet, but on the 4 hours seller's exhaustion. It looks mint to me.
Look at Lina.
Best regards your apprentice 2-meter Peter. Hey, Mitch,
I didn't get that last part, but we'll just let it ride. What's up, Anonymous? I mean, I'm gonna look at it anyway. It's one of the bigger ones, but you know, $20 minimum for actual formal requests. But again, Litecoin's one where you don't ever, no one ever has to tip because it's part of the lineup, right? The starting lineup of analysis. Okay, so just think about it, man. I mean, this is like a combination of variables that plays out time and time again across all markets, right? I mean, unfortunately, it's 60 minute, but one bottom, second bottom, and you engulfed, right? So this is where you would rally to 2,500 and beyond, right? It's also like X, A, B, C, right? It looks like you might be trying to complete C, but you know, just again, this all depends on Bitcoin. And the good news is Bitcoin has somewhat of an argument for upside. That's it. Unfortunately, again, like Ethereum doesn't have too much of an argument going on the 4 hour, you know, yet. It's getting there. It's getting close, right? Just not there yet. It's like if the 60-minute bullish divergence can actually play out and outperform in a bull market, the bullish indicators, then it's going to usher in hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour MACD, and then that's going to help, you know, propel the price higher, propagate it higher. Okay, so it might be a more significant move up. Okay, so that's Ethereum. We can go to Litecoin. That is doing great. It's up 2.3% today. Non-stop, man. Non-stop since a 78% retrace of the XABCD after a back test of 172 to 179, right? That was a critical area. It never could get to an 88% retrace. Kappa Dabba Moon! Kappa Dabba Doo, man. Is this Flintstones? Thank you, dude. Wow. Cheers.
Gentlemen.
Haven't been here for a while. Just stopping in and showing some love. Keep up the good work, man.
You got my word. I will do all I can. I don't know if it's good work or not, right? It's just, you know, it was never about good work. It's just me doing what I like doing, you know, going live, looking at charts, and I enjoy it. So I'm glad you enjoy it too. Thank you, man. So 315, it's not a joke. 315 is an ice line from 2018. You up thrusted through it pretty hard, and 350 was the next target. But this is what I'm talking about right here. Okay, this January of 2018, January 6, 2018 is the peak. You clearly a peak there, and I might have to start going to another chart once you start breaking 360, because like that's the only data on Binance, but you're just running out of resistance on this chart. So again, if you can sustain prices above 315 long enough, then 350 is your next target. Okay. But eventually you think, man, after such a tremendous run, this and Zcash, man, look at it. Just zoom out and look at the straight line up, man. It's somewhat curved. You could almost probably get away with the curved line tool here. I don't know, right? But that's pretty, dude, that's pretty nice. That's pretty cute right there, isn't it? Parabolic stuff. Acceleration of accumulation. All right, so that's Litecoin. There's no edge. Nothing's like, oh, it's time to go up. Nothing's implying that right now. Nope.
Any exchange. Thanks for the life-changing teachings.
Jacob Patrick, thank you, man. Yeah, we'll look at one coin that was backtesting. It was backtesting a spring, and now it's double bottoming. It's double backtesting the spring or something. I can't remember.
How's XLM BTC looking to you, man?
What's up, Saggy Dogs? I don't know. We can look at XL and the BTC. Thank you for the 2751 super chat. Cheers, dude. All right. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP. XRP actually looks good. Chat. XRP, potential hidden bullish divergence. Backtesting old resistance at 150 as support. We'll see what happens, man. Like, you know, I think if Bitcoin, if the macro, which is Bitcoin, rallies, I think XRP is going to have a good time. I think this is going to play out. And it's going to continue to the highest high of the entire rally, multi-year highs, till eventually 276 gets tested and tapped, all right, which we know 276 on the daily is the highest level of all time where traders settled up back in 2018. So this is pretty good right now. And now it's not like you're, you know, this is, dude, come on. This is not any kind of value trade or anything. I'm just telling you, right? Like anything above 150, 145 long enough with this going on implies continuation in the upside. It hasn't broken out, hasn't done anything, and it's not like, I mean, there's just better opportunities for value. You know, I'm just like inherently into value trades. I don't know. I just like them more because it's, to me, I feel like they're more reliable. You know, you're like buying into an asset that has just, you know, from April 4th, it went up 250% in 9 to 10 days. I mean, that's just like, you know, space bar. You know, I wish XRP people well that own this asset that are long and holding it, right? And this is implying upside if you can continue to develop the hidden divergence, but it's not like there are ones that exist out there that are, I think, better opportunities just for applying traditional technical analysis at less premium levels. XRP has been going nuts, right? I think you could appreciate that and understand what I'm talking about. Hey, Rej B, thank you so much for just now joining the Patreon. Please be sure to sign up the Patreon Discord. You have to do it. That's where all the value is. That's where all the notifications and pings are. Right, you're gonna get pinged when something important's happening on a chart. I will like today. I did it. Got like 100 plus emojis on it. It's amazing, dude. Right? Thank you, dude. And it is true. Like we're going up for only for the people who join next month. Right, for the first time. Those people are gonna have to pay 150. Okay, for anyone who joins this month or is already a patron, you will continue paying the same amount, like the 130 or 100, right? So it's only for the new people. So if you do want to lock in that and get grandfathered into the 130 rate, you would want to join before the 1st of May. Just letting you know. Inflation. Welcome to Money Printer. Everything goes up. Okay, everything. All right, so big one, XRP, Litecoin, Ethereum. We can just look at DOGE real quick. You know, why not? I mean, down 18%. It doesn't even look like it, does it? Really? I don't know, man. I guess. Nice bullish engulfing candle on the 4-hour. Kind of back testing a 4236 fib extension. There's no edge. Certainly no edge. There's your first level of negative momentum since the 13th. Since it used to make sense. You know, since everything made sense. I mean, this was beautiful. All right, traditional technical analysis was respected, but if we're talking about traditional targeting, right, for a trade, completely disrespected, right? There's just no way. Like, you just don't know. You can't. It's very difficult to impossible to find an actual good top. It went to 45 cents, right, before pulling back. Now it's at 29.7 cents. No, I'm not. Thank you. Dude, no way. Really? Brad, is that new? Dan M? Let me know. Is that a new one? Wow, dude. Okay, so you won't even believe it. Dan M, thank you for joining the annual Patreon. Holy crap. It's 3 today. And I think 3 yesterday or something. Thank you, dude. Dan M. Sure, Anonymous. Thank you, dude. We'll look at it. I don't think I've ever heard of that or seen it before. We'll do it, okay? Much love. Thanks for all the support. Hell amazing. It's Dogecoin. I don't know, man. Like, it's like, there's nothing I can really do here. There was actually a little bit of bearish divergence. Yeah, there was bearish divergence that actually played out, where it sold off. But remember, bearish indicators in extremely hyper bullish trends are often can be unreliable, and if they do play out, they underperform. So maybe it just, after this engulfing, it holds. This engulfing candle is not invalid until you get a candle close below 26.2 cents. This could usher in an attempted rally. Always possible, but you could also, dude, really tough, man. There's no edge, so you flip a coin. Okay, let's get some requests here. Thanks for the 1,172 people tuned in. If you're joining the live stream, the like button, the bell, so only 256 likes, so we could probably up those, but you know, whatever. All right, SKL.
Noise. Can you please look at SXP versus used and BTC?
Yes, Crypto Street. Thank you for the 20. Yes. Okay, SKL. Right. I mean, it was pretty cool. I liked it.
I'm fairly certain that joining the annual Patreon will make OXT go up. Let's see what happens.
Is that a joint?
I think that's what someone would say after they confirmed that whatever that was a joint, right? Thank you, Dan M, for the logic. Whoa, dudes. Totally legal, right? Thank you, man. So SKL today is up 14.5%.
Happy Saturday. Here's a few flowers for you.
Thank you for the flowers.
10.000000000 OXT.
Dang, dude, 10 flowers, 10 orchids. Much love, Matthew D. All right, dude, we're adding to the bag, man. I don't know. All I can just tell you is, I mean, I'm in it. I'm patient. It's parabolic right now, and it's just absorption of remaining supply with more accumulation. And there's now like that harmonic stuff going on the tail end. So I don't know, man, right? It's like, if it fails, it fails. That's part and parcel of trading. So, and it's not even like a low risk. There were many low risk opportunities on OXT, but too much time has gone by. Too many people have marked the price up. So we're not at the beginning anymore on most of these, right? The composite operator has acquired his position, and he's beginning the markup, like the next phase, right, of the cycle. You can't get them anymore. You had to be here in December and January, and sometimes in October, November to get those. Even September, like for Litecoin, right? I mean, that was the bottom, that bullish shark, September 23rd, and it was on multiple assets. So, you know, you're now just like at a point where you're just not going to get as good of opportunities as you had just based on the way cycles work, right? It's been marked up. So the higher it goes, the higher the premium on the asset you're trading. But, you know, ranges develop, right? Just like this. This thing, you know, it's been marking up, right? I mean, falling wedge, that was a nice trade. Look at that, dude. It goes nuts. It's like traditional targets get blasted, man, like sextuples. Like, look at that, you know? But then, like, a base develops, right? And now you're seeing, like, a rally, like the old high from March 10th, manufactured then. First time ever, right? It's now, everything price correlates to it. Okay, you got above it, now you, like, fell below it. I love how you got the second bottom, but right here, look at this. Just yesterday, SKL sprung and back tested the spring somewhat, right, with the wicks. Just tested it perfectly, and it's going off that. And the target really is 92 cents, that high where traders settled up on the 4 hour, March 29th, right? I think that's where it's headed. But if you go to the daily, it could be more significant than that. I mean, dude, look at this. This is so nice. Look at the way the histogram looks. Look how perfectly bullish you are on the RSI and SKL. 62, man. That is like conditions are primed to where X, A, B, C, D stuff, it seems like it's very possible that you're beginning the C to D wave, that large wave that could take this thing to all-time highs. And it came off of one bottom a second. You can't even see it on the daily. You can only see it on the 4 hour. So it's important time scale hop. And look, Charizard, yeah, double bottom, right? Just like spot price on gold. Yep. No, Brian, that doesn't make sense because Doge. There is no fundamental on Doge, right? It's a joke. So many of these things, like Verge, XVG, dude, Pundicoin, like, they're all jokes. It's just mass amounts of liquidity are pumping into them because people can make money on them, right? It's just, there's just a lot of money coming into the whole space, and it's like indiscriminate almost, where everything has marked up since last year, like everything, except really Pax Gold, right? Because it's tied to gold spot price, at which gold, like on the year, is down 10% while Bitcoin's up like 100%. So anyway, I mean, if we want to do it, if we want to like actually look at the XABCD here so you can visualize. Look at that, 77, that's a butterfly stuff. So we're talking about minimum target if this is going to actually run up. Minimum target's like 144. But it could go as high, if things are extremely frothy and stupid, it could go as high as the 1618. The end of the top of the PCZ, 169. I mean, that's always possible too. The way the oscillators look on the daily, set up. If market participants will it, it's very possible. It looks set. The stage is set for higher prices on SKL. All right, too much time spent on this. What happened? Sorry, did I just miss that? Holy crap, man. Oh, dude, Kabadappa, thank you for the 50. Yeah, we'll look at Shiba to wrap you there. I think we looked at it yesterday. So, yeah. And there's nothing you can really do. It blasted off with Doge, and, you know, it's not like, it's a meme. It's all a meme. Yeah, fundamentals with Shiba to wrap Ether, dude. Alright, Lina. This reminds me of a Dota 2 character called Lina. It's a beautiful chart. I love this chart, man. It's so nice. But I don't know if it got to its pattern completion. I really like the 4-hour divergence to develop that. I don't like the RSI. And RSI is like, you know, normally you want to see both of them in near like oversold territory.
Pop quiz hot shot. I'm having good luck with Swiss moisturizer formula. Who am I?
I don't know, man. Swiss moisturizer formula, the Zoolander or something. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna find out though. Or is it Cool Runnings or something? Dude, I don't know, man. Nothing really pops up on Google. Sorry, dude. So there is a, I mean, a bullish engulfing candle was also painted just recently. The only thing is, it a harmonic? Would you say on it textbook bullish bat? Is it? Did it hit the 88% retrace? Looks a little shallow. Maybe I'm wrong here. It's a nice, perfect XABC. Is it? See, it's not textbook yet. It's in development. The 88% retrace is way down here. Oops. 886. The pattern completion zone of this structure right here is 10.77 cents. You're not there yet. So, and you have to go by the rules, right? A 50% retrace makes it an 88% retrace. So, and a 200%. It's nice too. So that would be X marks the spot. You're not there yet. So.
Poly walnuts.
Poly walnuts? Oh my god, dude. My bad, dude. Sorry. Yeah, love me some Sopranos, dude. Sorry, man, I'm dragging today. It's the drag. I'm dragging today. Hey, Jason L., thank you so much for right now joining the Patreon. Please be sure to see the Patreon and the Discord if you haven't. Much love, man. That's where all the value is, in the Discord, not on patreon.com, in the Discord. Thank you. Okay, so that's Lina. Maybe add an alert down here near like at least the ice line from March 25th. But you know, here's the thing, right? I've seen this before. It's very interesting, right? Where the 786 is achieved, and there's so much divergence on the MACD that the sellers are too exhausted to push the price down to that 886. It's too strong, and then it rallies, and then you got targets at 15.88 cents and 17.42 cents. So just all like Litecoin did that. Literally, Litecoin did that. Let me show you real quick. Let's go back to it just for a second so you can see instances where pattern completion zones do not get achieved because conditions are too strong. All right, right here. So this was, look, a 50% retrace, meaning it cannot be a Gartley. The Gartley pattern completion zone is 78%. So it was a mix between a bat and a Gartley, where the pattern completion zone should have been down here at 160, 188, too strong. There was support looking left too, right? So that is just an instance where, you know, it didn't happen. So that could be possibly something that happens on Lina, where that divergence is too real and there's too much demand, not enough supply, right? Not enough selling pressure to push it to the actual PCZ, and you get yourself another bullish Bartley pattern, right? And then it goes like Litecoin did. Just something to discuss. They don't always play out perfectly, right? Okay. The next one was 1. Of 4.19%. Yep. So it was like a little ice line created March 23rd, right? You fell below it, did the 200 moving average, you sprung, you're back testing the spring once. Now you're back testing that spring twice right here. You're trying. So really tough, man. Like you would think this is good, but man, it's like you're not making higher highs yet. You're just making the same lows, maybe double topping. This is one where it's starting to get a little...
The meme is green. DGB/USD, are we waiting for a retest on the 80H 13 cents roughly before it goes up again?
I don't know, we'll take a look to it, alright? Thank you, Skynet. I appreciate it. So yeah, I mean, you could say this is like pretty low risk here, but here's the problem. And I've seen these play out. These happen, okay? Like you think it's safe, but then then Bitcoin like dumps or something, and then one doesn't have a good time, it doesn't react well, and then it's like, oh, you know, you got like this XA, B, C, D stuff where it goes down to a little bit lower, you know, falls below it, and then you got some almost harmonic stuff going on. So there's nothing really that good right now on the oscillators. It's kind of tough, right? Kind of tough. So you could be like, if that's the case, like 13.185 cents, you could wait for that, or you could just try your luck and say, hey, I'm banking on, I'm placing my bet on this ice line created March 23rd as support. Spring, back test spring once, twice. That's what you're banking on, and then you swing for the top of the range for 0.95 to 1 reward risk. And if you have that much of that good of a reward risk, that means you can be looser on your stop and bring it down and have a really loose stop if you want, you know, like you want 3 to 1, you could go as low as frickin' right here. Go to like 12.495 cent stop loss, right? And that would, you know, it would go to the 786, and maybe that would and then it would take off and you wouldn't get stopped out. I'm just thinking outside the box here, right? And it's not like the most incredible setup. It's not Tree Peak guy at all, but it is kind of possibly, potentially, an argument can be presented why it's a lower risk, maybe at least right now. Okay. Also, you could think about this maybe as a shark. Pretty sure this was a shark pattern, right? Oh my god, dude, it was like almost a perfect shark pattern that's completed, and now it's just making higher lows, you know, so could go higher. Yeah, man, just, they're not always going to be perfect. They're not always going to be easy, or it's a no-brainer. It's like, it's okay. So, JR.
Junior tip $25. Happy Saturday, good people. Hit the like button for the man. Mr. Ray, can you take a look at Tony TH, please? Many thanks.
Yeah, we'll look at it, JR. Thank you, man. That's 25. Add it to the list. Oh, wow. Pretty interesting. In certain ways. Alright, so XLM to BTC. I think there's like kind of a pretty critical ice line at 949, 950 Satoshis. And you've broken above it and you're trying to hold it as support. This is the daily chart. No edge right now at all. If it holds 949 long enough, it'll probably run up to test 1,210 Satoshis. That's probably like right here. It's like a zone between 1180 and 1210 Satoshis. And then above that, man, is like, wow. I mean, this thing could go so high if it ever broke that. So you gotta think about it like, yeah, man, this is pretty interesting. Where it's like, is it a Wyckoff range? A Wyckoff accumulation range? Where eventually, once it breaks 1180, it would go nuts like a lot of other assets we've witnessed do. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I don't think it was an XABCD. I don't think it went deep enough to say it was a harmonic down here, right? Nope, just a 618, never got that 786. But maybe that's just the accumulation. Too much demand here. Weekly chart. It's pretty good, man. So yeah, there could be in time upside. You know what it looks like? A little bit, right? A little bit like
hey,
XRP.
Could you take a look at Rose/US?
Yeah, Rose looks good again. Chase, thanks for the 20. Yep. So you look at this, right? It looks very similar to XRP, to the US dollar, right? Somewhat. I mean, it's not perfect, but as you can see, right, all that chop towards the end of the structure. So maybe it could be implying in time XLM starts outperforming Bitcoin. Yeah, it's like lower risk zone, right? Sure. How much data on this one? XCUR to USDT KuCoin. Interesting backtest, right? Interesting potential hidden bullish divergence, right? On the 4 hour anyway, right? Like a low and a higher low, lower levels or higher levels of negative momentum.
Gentlemen, in the mix.
So it's all about the ifs. Can this previous high from April 2nd hold as support? It's trying to right now. But if you break it, you know, you're probably going down to test like that other low around 597. So yeah, I mean, this could be an area where it reverses. I mean, it continues the upside. There's probably a demand line here too. Not sticking out as like, oh, it's an amazing opportunity right now. Yeah, it's near that demand line. That's pretty good. You know, assuming Bitcoin doesn't keep dumping, you know, Curate to Tether could bounce here and run to new highs, right? But I just don't see, like, you know, you're not really getting much of a confirmation low unless it's like one low here and now you're getting the confirmation low. That could be something. XABCD, but it's like too deep, I think. I don't know. 60 minute maybe, or something like this. Like it's like a 60 minute looks pretty good, right? Look, what was once resistance is now support, and it's like after an XABCD was created. So very interesting, right? This is you know, very interesting. Where yep, there could be a reversal here. Wow. Yes. Okay, so we've seen it before, right? The big buying climax and then the sell-off and then the XABCD, and it's just really convenient that the old highs are now support. So if this is going to play out, something like this, you're just talking this, right? Your target would be, I think, 1065 to test the top again. All right, XCUR to USDT. First time I've ever seen this, all right? There's very little data. So we're here on the 60 minute. It's in an uptrend for now, right? Sorry, dude. I'm literally struggling in my bed, dude. Hey, Phil Wizard, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Please be sure to see the Patreon Discord. Thanks so much, man. You got to join the Discord. That's where I notify you with very, very good developments on charts, or they could be actionable, or you learn something extremely educational, right? Something very important. Okay. Oh wow, hey Eric, thank you so much for joining the Patreon, dude. What the heck? Eric and Jason L and Luigi and Joe H? Did I miss all those? Thank you all for joining the Patreon. Mother of God. Yeah, holy crap. We're at 1,370 patrons now, chat. All-time highs. Every new patron is all-time highs. Thank y'all. All right. Remember, you have to take it. Understand that that's a 60-minute chart on that, where it looks pretty freaking nice, right? There's bullish type. You know what, man? It's actually on the 60-minute incredible, right? Look, your RSI is pretty. Look, that's classic bullish divergence. on a lower low. Right, so one bottom, and then so it's like pretty much like this. Okay, you got the PCZ or whatever, 886 deep value area, and then you got one bottom. Just kidding, you have a second bottom. So beautiful, confirmation low, that's exactly what you want to see, and you had the divergence to boot. So 60 minutes implying upside for sure on XCUR, but it's just it's not the 4 hour. This is the stuff you want to see on the 4 hour. That's what makes it incredible, but it's just, you know, you get me, right? Great education regardless. All right. Oh, an alert in case the TA is being respected, right? Oh, interesting. Oh, momentum shifting stuff. Well, that's the 60 minute. Let me go to the 4 hour. 4 hour. Well, that was nice. Confirmation low. And now it's like, yeah, ascending triangle behavior. Big time, man. Big time. Let's go, dude. On SXP to USDT. This is textbook, man. I love it. I like the structure. I really like this structure, man. It's perfect. Like, it just specimen looking stuff. So, dude, right, it reminds me of ONT a little bit. You know, the difference is, though, look left. ONT was back testing old ice lines as support, creating this pattern. This, unfortunately, is back testing old resistance as resistance from August of last year. So, you can see 480 and $5. Very important. If the asset can break that, that's where it could go in price discovery and do this, right? Where the measured move gets hit, but then gets quintupled, sextupled, right? What's above that? What's above sextupled? Right, like this can occur if you can get above 500. What could be happening is absorption of remaining supply at the last known resistance that exists on this chart, okay? And once the supply is absorbed, insane moves to the upside. Right there. 694 would be your first target, but what we would do, I think, and dude, we were finding great opportunities at the lowest point. It was so educational back in early January. God, it was so nice. To my range bound traditional trading, from the all-time high to that lowest low from late December, dude. All right, perfect, right? The measured move of the structure, one target near pretty much the major 1414 fib extension, and then your second target could be 774, which is the golden mean ratio. And if we're going crypto psycho on targets, 2618 target, which you're like, oh, I don't believe that. Whatever, dude. $12.17 would be your third target on this one. Yep.
Can we take a look at nav/BTC when you get a chance? Thanks.
So Drewski, sure, dude. Thank you. Whatever, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. As like everything goes up like 500% when it's going into price discovery on these. Like, how is that crazy? If you've not been watching the market, what it's doing, hyper bullish trend. That's it, man. 1, 2, 3, third target, 12.17 on SXP to USDT. Okay.
Bruh.
Coming in live from Greenbow, Alabama, Billy Langford. He's here, man. Guest speaker. James of the Water Cooler Connect. Sup, dude? All right. Anyway, I'm gonna do something real quick. This is definitely worth a shot. Definitely worth a shot here, chat. Just saying. You know, oscillators aren't really telling you much. This is just a momentum trade, a momentum structural lower risk trade. That's it. Having a stop loss just below that low from April 14th. Right, first target 4.2, 4.17. Let's just say 4.2 to 1 for.
Is that a joint?
Okay. Like, you got your reasonable targets in case the market wants to be traditional again, and you got your psycho, ridiculous, not even fair, life-changing pump target 2618. Okay. That is how we would look at SXP. Publishing this one for sure. Momentum trade, man. It's not a value trade. It's just a structural Momo trade. All right. Trend analysis, right? Chart pattern. No technical indicators. No harmonic patterns, right? It's not your strongest trade. Your arguments, it's okay, but it could be on the verge of price discovery, and you want to get in on price discovery. This is normally how it goes. ONT was a really good example of the same thing. Well, ONT didn't get to price discovery, but this one would. So that's a nice ascending triangle, dude. All right. Yeah, life-changing targets. Okay. Now publishing this, and if you are a patron, you are now getting pinged. Now, this is like, hey, I hope everyone partakes in this and it plays out, you know. Perfect. Alright, an alert for breakout on this one. This is nice, dude. This is this is as good as you're gonna get sometimes when an asset has already marked up like crazy, okay? Like the smart money was down here. Like there's not much we can do. Like we're taking what we can get. Alright, SXP, and then it's like next one. Pax Cold. Yeah, double bottom. Yep, double bottom. Breaking 1778. Very good. Back above critical ice line on December 1st. You might backtest that. It looks like you did technically maybe backtest it April 6th yesterday. I think you would refer to gold, right? XAU spot price, because it's just going to do what spot price does. This was crazy, dude. At one time. Oh, it was beautiful. It was like chart art, like, oh my god, butterfly after butterfly after butterfly. You know, it was a crappy bear trend, right? As gold was selling off, but it was still beautiful where they reversal. How much? You reacted, you know, to create a new one. So I just leave it there because it's just like, it's literal chart art. It's beautiful. And then you got like acceleration of distribution was going on. Right, kind of. In ways, I don't know, I could mess with it, but you get it. Pretty cool. So daily. Yeah, nice one bottom, two bottoms. If you're talking about like a measured move or something, we can do that. Measured move from the breakout. Target on PAX G, if you're playing the double bottom that is confirmed now, confirmed breakout, 1850. 1850 is the target on PAX G. Okay, that's it. Literally it. Really nice. I mean, daily, hey, I've been looking at it more, but look, it was really nice bullish divergence on both oscillators in the end. All right, so that's good stuff. You want to see that daily showing seller exhaustion. That's what divergence is if you're new. Right, in the end, you got this. That was good. What's up, Pamela? What's up, Ivan? Thank y'all. Yeah, we'll look at wax. Yeah. Add to the list anyway, right? Look at it soon. Okay, next one was Shiba. Unreal, dude. Shiba request. Welcome to 2021. Nothing makes sense. Alright, here's it. Literally, I mean, I think, you know, anyone who tips me to look at Shiba to wrapped ether is just meaning and just saying thanks for, you know, everything, and we'll look at it for a second or two. It went up to 12 wrapped ways and now is at 8 wrapped ways. Congratulations on all your success. Nice. That's it. That's your I mean, there's nothing more to talk about. The no edge, you can't do anything on this. Up 179% today. Congratulations. All right, next one. Dude, I will never message you on YouTube. If I do, though, ever, and respond to you, you'll know because it'll show like a verified like gray thing around my name. And I'm certainly not going to be telling you about a WhatsApp number. Dude, don't fall for it. I don't know how you could ever even think that's me real. Every single day, though, there is someone on YouTube that has no life. They're a terrible person. Really bad things are going to happen to them. The universe will do it for me. But they impersonate me with different accounts. I banned them. Doesn't matter. They have fake accounts. They keep changing their name to changing their logo to my logo, and they say, "I made all this money doing this by Dr. So-and-so. Hit this number up, or this person on Instagram, or hit my number up on WhatsApp," like every day. So if you get that message, report it. Block them. I'm going to, like, if you get it, I will soon be banning them from the channel. And it's just a thing that happens every day, alright? Wow, dude. Peter, how would you fall for that? I have no... See, that's why they keep doing it, because of people like you that actually believe it and then get scammed by them. That emboldens them to continue doing it. So please don't do what Peter did, I guess, if he really did get scammed. Dude, wow. Anyone getting scammed by those, I don't know, man, if you should even be trading, dude. Like, that's like a test, maybe, you know? DGB, what is there to look at? It broke resistance, nice engulfing candle, moon, right? It's up 30% today. What's up, Johan Vargas?
Nano, please take a look for me, Mitch.
Alright. Thank you. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you haven't. You should. What was the question about DGB? We're waiting for a retest of all-time high at 13 cents. Let me. What exchange has all the data? God, I don't know, man. I hate that about crypto, where I just gotta like look around for the one that has it. Bitfinex? Dude, I don't see any chart that has, I mean, I think it's at all-time highs. Matthew D would know if he's here. Okay, he said all-time high. So yeah, I mean, like, am I getting gaslit here on the request? Yeah, it's all-time highs. So it was nice, man. It reminded me of CRV a lot, right? Where, you know, not as good as CRV. But you're talking about back testing 13 cents, you said, before it goes up again. I have no idea. When an impulse happens like that, I mean, you should have been... No one requested DGB at all at 8 cents, at 6 cents on the rally. No one did. No one did. And I'll tell you this, it would have been like the same thing we've been doing on all these other S coins. XAB, C. Oh god, it's a 78% retrace roughly on B. And a higher low. You know what that means. Stupidly bullish. So what happened? It hits the PCZ, the top of the PCZ, the butterfly, and it's completely outright violated. So completely invalid here, unless you sell off and close at 12 cents and then reverse or something. But yeah, man, that is so bullish, and we're seeing it all over the place. This is the daily. So where'd it go? Is this like closer to canary territory, right? 2618, man. It hit the 2618 before pulling back, before getting a reaction. All right, so very bullish. I don't know. When you do that and you go into price discovery mode, it's like we just talked about. Like, traditional technical analysis is awesome for finding bottoms in untraditional markets. We've learned, right, over our years of doing this. But in hyper bullish conditions, traditional technical analysis is very difficult to determine targets for where it would stop running, right? Melting up. So 2618, that's the, you gotta think about it, right? 2618s. That's what we just did on that one trade setup I just posted. Which one was it? SXP. 2618's the third target because of what can happen. So you gotta be outside the box thing. We are pioneers, dude. No one's written books on untraditional technical analysis. So you just gotta be like, you gotta be going for those 2618s, maybe even the 3618s, you know, like. Anyway, perfect. Nice reaction. Okay, moving on. Congratulations, Matthew D. He did it, man. It was all Matthew D. He was just acquiring this asset his whole life. So was the Michigan football team. They were also acquiring DGB because they needed it desperately. T-Food. Tust chain, not trust chain, Tust chain. I think when they created this, they misspelled trust. They must have been drunk, dude. Well, I don't know, man. It's so illiquid. Look at it. Like, what is it, man? Like, what am I supposed to do here? What was once a support is now resistance, right? You're below the ice line, whatever. You're still below it. I mean, if you can get back above it and back test it, but I wouldn't be touching this at all, and I don't recommend anyone else does either. Look at it. There are 4-hour sessions, 4-hour candles where no one trades. No, thank you. That means it's almost like inexistent volume. So, no, thank you. So we just got to say, this would be an educational. This is for education only. There's no one take action on tone to wrapped ether on Tust chain. So if it was say it was Google or Amazon or gold, what you want to see is this. You want to see a spring getting back above the ice line and then a back test of the spring, and hopefully you'd have some help on the oscillators at the same time, and that's when one would take a long. Never on this one, just talking about on normal assets that have liquidity minimum criteria, all right? That's it. Moving on. And I'm deleting these two because I'm never coming back to this unless someone requests it. Look, dude, I have limited, like, you understand, you do hit the end of the earth on TradingView memory. Like, you can't chart everything. It will not let you save again if you chart too much. So I have to be, right? I hate that I have to do that. Think about it, but it's real. Oh God, mod.
Not wrapped either. KuCoin.
Dude. You literally. I'm gonna play it again, okay? And you tell me if I'm crazier. Oh my God, dude. Jesus, dude. Still not that great. Still fell below the ice line. I mean, there's some divergence there. Until you get back above 2487, I don't like it. Yeah, get above 2487. Same thing. Same thing. You got to get above the ice line, then back test the ice line of support, and that would be the striking point. That would be the time to take the long. Then it would run out. Okay. So still, once that happens, hit me up, right? Or you pay attention to it. You're below the base of buying. Right, next support's 1849. So again, you're in the middle of a zone of support resistance. So you've got to get back above the support, the old support, and then back, and then confirm that it is still support. That's it. Thank you. So it's kind of similar to the other one, right? In ways, in wrapped ways. No, just normal ways.
Cheers.
Some people get that. Super subtle joke, but crypto joke. All right. Thank you, HR, for the 5. Rose song next. Is that the Rose song? Yes, today it is. Remember, patrons, the most recent post I've made on Rose is don't count it out yet, though it was like that failed inverse head and shoulder stuff. Doesn't matter. Still showing accumulation. And even really, what could be happening is acceleration of accumulation. Ooh, we've seen this before. Okay. So Rose, sell wall certainly at 20 to 21 cents, and you're making higher lows. Remember this. Picture this in your mind. Okay. Look at it. Okay, I got it. And then we go to some other asset that we've seen before. We've heard of it. We haven't heard about it much though. It's very quiet. Just kidding. It's very similar to Dogecoin. All right. I've signified that. But look, the end of the consolidation, acceleration of accumulation. But after and you ran out of room, right? More like steeper, higher lows than before the breakout. So Rose could be doing the same thing. Rose could be getting ready to break out. The sell wall is almost gone. Right, supply is almost completely absorbed on Rose coin. That's it. Rose looks good. Yep, again. Really good. Like primed. Go back to it. It was choppy, untradeable for a while, but you have new data. You understand like what this channel is, right? Like the data tells us everything. Yes, our opinion will change with new sets and pieces of data. Imagine like having an opinion on something, new data presents itself, and then you say, nah, I'm staying with my opinion, dude, even though things change. These are 4-hour charts. We're here every day. So of course, it was really choppy, and now there's a lot more clarity. Do you understand? What's up, Sam T? Like gold. Like I can't be bullish on gold until it breaks a support resistance area. It's starting to try to do that, so it's getting interesting. Might be able to start switching to bullish on gold again. Of course, the person that says that makes the comment and I respond to doesn't respond back. Of course not. Oh, okay, never mind. He did. He said he loved me. Thank you. Love you too. All right. Tough love. Tough love. What's that? Bueller? Wow, dude. I got unreal. Just literally don't do what I tell you to do. Hold on. NAV to BTC, right? Dude, NAV's gonna change the world, dude. With these scam wicks, gonna change the world. Such good fundamentals, right? No, fundamentals don't even really matter in these market conditions, dude. They're all pumping, dude. Like a lot of them just going nuts. I'm about to refresh the cache. Never heard of it, but I guess we'll do that, man.
Kind/US 0.008400000 ETH.
Thank you, Cyberpump. We'll look. All right. I'm gonna refresh the cache now. Clear the jar out. It's getting out of hand. Okay, we're good. So I don't know. What'd you do? The asset fell below the critical support and finally got back above it. And what happened when it finally got back above it after scam wicking 10,000 times? It ran up to the top and it reversed. And now it's in the dead middle of a range. No thanks. I mean, nice uptrend, I guess. I guess you could plot a demand line here. But dude, something with this many scam wicks, have fun. Have fun, dude. I'm not sure why you requested it so much, but if it ever broke 1845 Satoshis, your target would be 32.93. That hasn't happened yet. I guess you go down alert. If it does break it, yeah, that's where it could have a huge markup. Hasn't happened yet though. So not really a low risk area to take along. And I don't know who would want to even put their money in something that's like this. so many different assets with more volume. Y'all are really searching, aren't y'all? Y'all are really looking bottom of the barrel S coins, dude. Thank you. Dumpster diving.
Long time lurker, I've learned a lot from your streams. Can we look at off, please?
So Eula, thank you. Sure. Thanks for watching. Dude, another illiquid trash can coin. I don't even get why you're requesting this stuff. Dude, it's so illiquid. Yeah, cool though. It sprung and it's trying to backtest the spring, I guess. There's that low right there, that first one from July 2019. So yeah, maybe if it can hold here, you got a target of 860 if this holds, right? Yep. This could be interesting. This could be really interesting on Wax to BTC. I mean, Wax is like one of those NFT coins, right? But it's 2 Bitcoin, so it's like, oh, is Wax gonna outperform Bitcoin? I don't know, but like this is definitely an area where one could size up the risk and just like, again, I'm not saying it's actionable for anyone, but I'm just telling you about kind of, if you're gonna play it, it's just pretty simple, you know, just having a stop below that lowest point from October 2019 and just a take profit level at 857, the top of the range. It's that easy, right? I mean, that's a 4.71 to 1 reward to risk. So that's one way to size up an asset. Say it's not Wax, say it's Google, Amazon, Sugar Futures, Pineapple Futures, whatever. It's doing something like this, kind of a way to look at it. Okay, spring and back test in the spring by the looks of it. Okay, Wax BDC, somewhat interesting. Okay, that's it. Moving on. Next one. Oh, just start on the daily. My god, dude, it's just perfect. How incredible, dude. How incredible. The harmonic here ushers in the whole continuation of the uptrend it was already in. It's so nice. All targets hit. Let me get rid of this. Getting busy. And even double bottom, measure move, achieved, and beyond. And now you're back testing what was once resistance as support by the looks of it. Yeah, a new all-time high. Yep. Right, you broke out a couple days ago. You spent yesterday indecision, today indecision. 2 indecision candles. And they're trying to hold above 20 bucks, right? 4 hour. Right here. So yeah, maybe what was once resistance is support. You don't know if these are ever going to hold. You just don't know. I mean, like maybe there's hidden bullish evidence. It's not really that clear yet. So just as easy as it's holding now, it could just fall through. You know, Bitcoin dumps or something. I don't know how band really holds up here, but it's nice to see it. Look how I love how high to low it went to the 12725 extension before reversing to backtest the old area. So if it does hold, if it can, then you're probably going to 25 bucks and then 26.60. All big if, man. Big ifs on this. We've seen other assets backtest their old resistance as support and they go nuts, dude. They go insane. So maybe it's the same case for band, but it's not like a low risk. I mean, I guess you could size up your, you could assess risk easy, like where it's just okay, you're just taking a shot like this, you know, stop loss 1890 something, right? But if you have your stop like that, you can't settle for anything lower than like pretty much a 1618.
It's 91 degrees in Miami today.
So Jason, dang dude, that's hot. That's real hot. Thank you, man. Yeah, we'll get FTM to pump today. Finally, right after 10 million years, 84 years. So that's the only way I think you could size this up and it be equitable, 3.82 to 1. Price discovery, if it can hold this support. And if it falls below it, you're out. You're done, right? It's like a momentum trade. It's not really that. It's not a good trade, really. It's not a very strong trade. But it is. We've seen it before. What can happen at levels like this, where it can go. So that's it, dude. I looked at the wax chart that was literally requested. Okay, I'm not going to look at something else because someone requested something and other people think it's wrong. I don't care. Like, I'm looking at what the person requested, literally. Yeah, kind governance token. Sounds terrible, looks terrible. Wow. Oh yeah, man. Oh, there's bullish divergence in the floor. I don't care, dude. It's just terrible. Like, how do you look like this as an asset in such a bullish uptrend, man? Like, how do you even? How would we? I mean, something like that, kind of. That looks pretty good, but it excludes all the other chop at the top. So it's probably like a supply line right there. All-time lows, like now. I don't know. So yeah, maybe reverses. Goes and back tests 379.6 as resistance when it was support and dumps again. No thank you. Okay, no thanks right now. Someone be like, oh, it's double bottom at one bottom, second bottom, whatever, dude. That's great. 40 minutes till your daily close. If you're enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub. I don't see anything. Until it gets above 379.6, no thank you. If it gets above it and back tests it and we get confirmation, then I might like it then. Okay, but just not until then. Okay? That's it. Oh, man. So rough today, man. That was the request, though. That was all of them, I think, right? Nope. It's not. Just kidding. A couple more.
Sup, Mitch? Hope you had a good night out away from the charts last night. Cheers.
It was good.
Is that a joint?
I'm Skinny Beat. Thanks, dude. Yep. I mean, it looked good. Now it played out. You're probably like, oh, it's a harmonic. Is that what you're doing? I don't know, man. Hall of Fame resort. An entertainment company. That's nice. It's really nice, dude. PCZ of a bullish Gartley. Possible continuation. And maybe hidden bullish divergence going on. But my issue might be it's below resistance. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's actionable because you don't have a confirmation low. You're just at the pattern completion zone of the Gartley. That's not good enough, right? It's awesome that it's here. Great, I mean, great look. But let's see a reaction. Let's get back above 341. And then so let's get a double bottom or something here. Let's get some sort of divergence. I mean, yeah, this is definitely where it could reverse, man. This is where harmonics, when they present themselves like that, eventually, maybe it goes lower, maybe it tests the 200 moving average, but eventually this stuff happens at these levels. 1414 and 786 pretty much confluent there. So let's see how it goes, man. Yeah, nice looking Gartley is real. It's there. Continuation Gartley. Okay. HOFV EULA. Thank you. Yeah, finally did something, man. But it's already like pulled back a lot, you know. It broke, I mean, you know, it just held this 39.3 cent area long enough and finally did something. It was like Momo shifted, but it was very choppy. It was very tough. Like, it just never fell below that 39 cent area, which was awesome. Well, I guess it did. It did fall, but those wicks, maybe to stop people out or something, but finally just popped. And a falling wedge like that, so slow going. I mean, it just hit another high, right? Look at that. That 55 cent area is real tough. March 9th, April 6th, and today. If you ever broke that, 64 cents. And if you were to talk about the structure of maybe the way we're looking at it, 64 cents eventually. Just hasn't happened yet, so. Maybe it comes in and back test 47 cents to confirm support before going higher. Definitely looks like that's going to happen. Bitcoin closes like this. Is terrible, man. It's like no one's buying today, really. Not. I mean, 60-minute argument is just blah. So that's all the requests. Whew. Been live for 1 hour 20 minutes. Join the live stream with the like button, the bell, at sub. Thanks so much for the 1,200 people here. Thanks for the 522 likes. It's Saturday, man. Yeah, Bitcoin not really showing much of any kind of strength right now. This is what I'm talking about, like the 4 hour, like it's too choppy. Like there's too much just oscillation to, you know, like when is the hidden bullish divergence actually going to play out? I mean, once Bitcoin falls below the candle close 59,782, there is no more argument for hidden bullish divergence. So you just barely have the argument for now. But I mean, dude, seriously, like how? I mean, maybe you're getting your reaction low. Maybe you get a back test of 60K or something. You know, maybe the confirmation low. Right, nice reaction, but you might have to get a confirmation before going higher. I mean, it's just so many. It's like Scott Carney's Gartley right here, PCZ 786. From an A, B, C, D, it's a 1618, and then on your very small structure, it's 113%. It's dude, it's too strong a confluence. It's like, I mean, that is incredible. Very rarely you see confluence like that. Amazing. So, see, I mean, the divergence you have very clearly on the RSI and MACD is just, right, like the negative momentum is waning. Now it's like, oh, I don't know, mystery's bound. Yeah, it's like building. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay. Brad reported that account impersonating me. Okay, so I mean, there's a weakish argument. That's why I'm saying 60-minute. You know, you can have all this stuff, and it doesn't mean a hill of crap because the 4 hour and daily aren't playing ball, right? Okay, so I guess we're good. Thanks for the requests, and found a few that were pretty promising looking. Gonna be tough in crypto for many assets to play out if Bitcoin keeps showing weakness. Not looking good, right? And it's like, okay. So I'll just do what I can to keep you posted or keep you updated, you know? I'm gonna go get some food, some dinner. And we'll see how this all settles tomorrow, all right? So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Hope you all have a wonderful Saturday. Until next time, respect the T Hey.
The BTC pair looks interesting as well. It bounced off of the previous resistance from 2019, 0.0779100 LTC.
name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.